Okay, this is a 1985 VW bus, and it is air-cooled, and before any of you experts say anything, I'm kind of a rookie at this, and I've learned a lot because this is from Mexico, so they ran the body style a lot longer in Mexico than they did in the United States, I believe. That being said, it is an 85. It is a good American title. It runs excellent. It is. I initially said 99% rust free. I'll say 95% rust free underneath, and there's a couple bubbles on the body, and really the underneath is probably 99%. The only rust I could really find underneath was the two front body mounts right behind the wheels have a little bit on them that really isn't worth addressing, but I would patch them before I would even replace them, and I'll try to shoot the best shots of underneath of it as I can. But the floors and stuff like that, like I said, it's not very rusty. It's been done for a while. There's a bump and a bruise on it here, a ding or a dent. There's a couple bubbles that are very, very hard to see because it's black. I'll try to show them to you in the video, but I'm just going to go with overall 95%ish rust free. And again, I'm not super, up on these things. I just thought it was very cool. It had a very cool look to it. The whole theme was very cool. I have one blinker to fix on it. It's got a bad connection, and I'll handle that. I'm sorry, brake light. The brake lights work, but one of them is intermittent, and then the blinkers and headlights and brake lights, tail lights work. That being said, back to the truck. So it's pretty cool. Somebody did a little Beatles theme on it. So the radio does work. It is a 4-speed manual transmission. Somebody put the Beatles in the seats. The seats are actually in very nice shape. The tires are basically brand new. I just washed it, so if you see some water, that's from me just washing it off. We drove home in the rain. Like I said, I just took the Mexican plates off of it. It's pretty cool, and I have the Mexican documentation. And we believe the original, if you want to call it a title, but the original dealer documentation from when the original owner purchased it. Kind of cool. But anyways, so you have the theme continued here, and then it does have like that manual sunroof. They put like blue LED dome lights in it. The back seat, that little John Lennon character there sewn in there. Very cool. Like I said, very unique. I've never had one of these. I've had Baja Bugs. I've had Dune Buggy. I've had lots of stuff, but I've never had a bus, and I have not touched it up. I have not done anything. There's one of the dents I'm talking about, and I always do this because I'm gonna advertise this for about a week and a half while we're catching up some other stuff. And if I make it right, and I fix the dings and everything and touch everything up, which the touch up will happen anyways, but if I go crazy and start getting really into fixing everything dent-wise, the dings here and there, and there's not a bunch, and they're not horrible, really. That's honestly the most noticeable one. But the price can go way up. So I prefer, not everybody. Some people want to use things, they want to do things. The thing has a cool history. I think it's cool that it's been down in Mexico the whole time. Basically just got brought here. And it's just very unique, very cool. Like I said, I had no idea. I thought this thing was going to be 70s or so, and then found out it was an 85. That was kind of cool. I'll do the best shot of the motor here as I can. So you can see lots of chrome stuff on the motor, and some of you Volkswagen guys, I ordered an air filter for it, so it should be here any day. But just a super cool little piece. Runs real good. Just a very unique, cool little piece. that you're definitely not going to see any other Beatles themed buses around. And I've done, you know, just about everything under the sun. My dad teases me a lot because I've owned school buses, dump trucks. I've had everything, and I've never had and dune buggies. You know, if it's had wheels, I've more than likely had it. But anyways, very cool, unique little piece. And like I said, there's, you know, it is not perfect, but it's in very good condition, and it is very cool. And I'll see if I can get a little bit of the underneath. You can see it's dry. I mean, it's in good shape underneath. Like I said, it literally just got here from Mexico. So so if you look there at the body brace, it's just right there at the very edge. There's a little rust. The rest of it's super clean. Like I said, I don't believe it's worth addressing, because it's gonna outlast me anyways. So, but you know, if somebody wanted it to be really perfect, the other side's the same way. So, you know, it took me a minute. I didn't even catch it at first. I had to look 2 or 3 times before I actually caught it, because you know, it's all the way at the edge and it's very minor. It's just a little bit. So I've driven C10s that, you know, were about to fall off the chassis. So you know, this thing is great. So it actually has. And I had to use sandpaper on them. Sorry about my video quality. I had to use sandpaper on them. It actually has chrome clutch pedal, brake pedal, and gas pedal. And they were so slick, I couldn't, my foot kept sliding off of it. So I actually took a piece of sandpaper to them to scuff them up. So, the gas gauge works. I would assume it's 81,000 original miles, especially by the condition. You can hear it runs like a top. It actually runs real nice. You know, the doors shut nice. Got some kind of aftermarket hella headlights in it. They're kind of a bluish tint. So but just a neat little ride. I will take some still pictures and I will throw a still ad on. I will throw a still ad on with the price and everything. And like I said, I've got a lot to do over the next 7 days and a couple trips I got to knock out. So I'm really not going to do much more to it other than touch it up. I'll probably touch it up maybe tomorrow sometime. I've got some work to do on that Bronco tomorrow. And then I'm going to do a little touch up on this thing. Give it a week or so. I got a couple of things I've got to do in and out of town, and then if I get back and I haven't had any interest, I'm going to go ahead and have the dent guy work it. And if it turns into having to have it, you know, repaired and a little touch-up paint done, then that's what I'll do. But I think my dent guy can probably do it good enough. Very cool, 1985 VW bus from Mexico. It in great shape. Just a cool little ride with the Beatles theme. So there you go. The still ad will be on in an hour. Thanks.